Hello everyone, it's Cheryl here from Love and Light Yoga. Good morning. Chances are if you found this video, it is probably morning where you are. And this morning I have a yoga practice for you that is a little bit more of an energizing practice. So I do have a bit of a slower wakey uppy routine, which I will link up above. But if you fancy getting those juices flowing, getting the fire going a little bit this morning, this is a wee bit more of a amped up practice, I suppose, from the previous one. So you won't need anything at all for this, just yourself and your mat. And if you are ready to practice with me, let's begin. So we're going to get started today in our tabletop position. So on all fours, we have got our wrists under shoulders, knees are under hips, and we're straight away going to get the spine moving with some cat-cow. So as we inhale, we're going to look forward, open the chest, roll the shoulders back, exhale, chin to chest, press up and out through the backs of the shoulders. Again, inhale forward, open the chest, little dip in the low back. And exhale, tailbone points down, chin to chest. Inhale to come forward and exhale to round everything under. So maybe we are feeling a little bit stiff. So take this as slow or take the movements as small as you need to, just to really start to waken up through the spine, start to get the blood moving. Inviting as much movement as we can through our bodies, wakening everything up. Wherever we are, let's take one more full round, one more inhale, followed by your exhale. And then we'll all meet back in center in our tabletop. And we're going to keep the hands where they are. We're going to start to switch the core on, so pull the belly button back towards the spine, and we're going to send the right leg out long. We're going to tuck the toes under and just find a little rock forwards and backwards here. So starting to open up through the back of the right leg, through the hamstring. Also bringing a little bit of movement in through the hips and through the shoulders and wrists here. Let's come back to center. Keep breathing nice and deeply. Can we keep the core engaged and can we lift the leg? We can lift it a little bit or we can lift it up in line with the hip. We point the toe away. Keep breathing. And if the knee needs to come back to the floor at any time, that's okay. Just return the knee back to the floor. Option to stay here, or maybe we challenge the balance a little bit. Maybe we start to lift the left arm, maybe we reach it out and away. We're going to keep the gaze down towards the mat so we have a nice flat spine. Let's take a few deep breaths here, really reaching away with the left fingertips, pointing away with the right toes, making your body as long as it can be. And then after your exhale, return everything back to the mat. Let's take a few big hip circles here before we go on to the other side. So just circle those hips around. Maybe take them one way and then maybe change direction, take it the opposite way. Again, just bringing as much movement as we need in through the hips. And then come back to center. Again, switch on through the core, so hug that tummy button back towards the spine. We're keeping the hands where they are underneath the shoulders, and then we're going to send away the left leg. Tuck the toes under and find your little rock forwards and backwards here. So really spike that heel towards the back of the mat as we rock back. Start to feel the back of the leg opening up. Keep breathing nice and deeply here. And then maybe we come back to stillness. And you choose for you whether you want to keep the leg here, maybe we want to start to lift it a little bit, or maybe we lift it up and in line with our hips. Can we point the toe away? Keep your core engaged, keep your leg nice and strong, point the toes away, make the leg nice and long, and then option to stay here, or maybe we begin to float the right hand up, take the fingertips away, take your gaze down towards your mat, and hold and breathe. So imagine like someone is pulling your front fingertips forward, pulling your toes back, your body getting nice and long. Let's take one more big breath in, full breath out, and then return everything back to the mat. Let's sit the bum back onto the heels just for a second. We're going to give the wrists a little bit of a shake. Again, just wakening up the wrists. We can take the hands into little fists and circle them one way, maybe circle them the other way. And then when we're ready, we're all going to come back onto our tabletop. We're going to find a downward dog here. So fingertips are spreading nice and wide on the mat. We're going to tuck the toes underneath behind us, send the hips back, and then start to lift them up and back. Find your downward dog here. Maybe keep a nice deep bend in the knees, just because it maybe is first thing in the morning for you. So keep the knees bent, keep the arms nice and strong, and think almost like you were trying to reach your sternum down towards the floor. Keep your hips up high. Keep breathing. Imagine like you're trying to bring your belly on top of your thighs. And then when you're feeling ready, when you feel like you've had a nice big stretch in through the upper back, maybe we start to straighten out the legs here. And maybe we take the dog for a walk. So we're just going to bend and straighten each knee at a time, bringing that stretch in through one leg and then the other. One or two more breaths here. And then we'll all meet back in our downward dog. Find a little bit of stillness. Option to stay here for a few breaths, or maybe we start to lift the right leg up. We're going to reach it up nice and high just for one inhale, full exhale. Let's lower it back down, same thing other side. Option to stay here or lift the left leg. We're going to point the toes away, take the leg high, full inhale, full exhale, bring it back down. Let's take your gaze up towards your hands. Take a nice deep bend in your knees, and then option to step or hop up to the top of your mat. We're going to lift the hips. We're going to find a forward fold here. So breathe nice and deeply. Think about breathing into the backs of the legs. Think about folding your upper body down over the legs. Let the crown of your head fall towards the floor. Knees can be straight here or they can be bent. It doesn't really matter. Maybe we're down here or maybe we're up here. Forward fold is going to look different for everybody. So wherever you are, just relax into it here. Feel the body slowly beginning to crack open, opening up for the day. Arms are heavy, head is heavy. Take a nice big inhale, full exhale, and then we're going to bring a nice deep bend through the knees. We're going to return the hands back to the floor, and we're going to step back into our tabletop. Our last little stretch here before we start to go about our day. We're just going to open up through the hips. So we're going to start to lift the right foot, and we're going to bring it up, and we're going to bring it to the outside of the right hand. So we have this wide stance in the legs here, and we're just going to find a little rock forwards and backwards. So depending on your body, maybe this is enough for you, or maybe we want to come to stillness. We want to send the hips forward, and then you choose where you want to be here. So maybe we're here and we're up on fingertips, and that's where we're going to stay. Maybe if this feels a little bit too intense, we can walk the left knee in a little bit, or maybe to intensify the stretch, we walk it further back. So we're just breathing here. We're going to find a little bit of a twist, so we're going to plant the left hand onto the floor. As we inhale, we're just going to see if we can reach that right hand up towards the sky. Maybe it doesn't come up towards the sky, maybe you're down here, and that's okay. Wherever we are, we're opening through the chest. We take a nice big inhale, a full exhale, and then bring that hand back down. If we walked the left knee out, we can scooch it back in and send your right knee back to your tabletop. Same thing, other side. So this time we're thinking about the left leg is going to come up. We're going to step it forward. Foot comes to the outside of the left hand, and then just find a little rock forwards and backwards. Depending how your body feels, this could be a big rock or it could be just a little teeny tiny rock. Before coming back to stillness, we're going to send the hips forward, and then you choose where you want to be. So maybe this side's a little bit tighter. We might want to walk that back knee in. We might want to come right up onto the fingertips. Or maybe if we want to go for that big stretch, maybe we start to send that right knee back. Maybe we drop onto the palms of the hands and we breathe here. Feel that nice big stretch in through the very front of the right hip flexor here. Keep breathing. We're going to find that twist. So the right hand is going to stay planted on the mat. As we inhale, we're going to start to lift the left hand. We're going to reach it somewhere up towards the sky, opening through the chest, big stretch in the hip. Let's take a big inhale, full exhale, and then let's return the hand back down to the floor. If the back knee was walked out, we can bring it a little bit in, step the left knee back to meet the right, and let's find a child's pose here. So toes come together, knees come apart, sit your bum back, walk your arms long, and release your forehead down wherever it wants to come. Breathe deeply here. So allow everything to begin to relax, to begin to calm down. Feel your body on the mat. Notice where you can feel it, maybe the tops of your feet, your shins, your arms, palms of the hands. Just really start to grind down here. Give yourself a moment to breathe deeply. This could be your only opportunity to mindfully breathe all day. So find some deep inhales, full exhales, and maybe even set yourself a little intention for the day. It can be anything. It could be something big, it could be something small. Something you want to achieve, maybe a certain way that you want to feel. And if this is where you want to remain for maybe another minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, this is where you can stay. Or if you have to return to your day, if you want to come with me, we're going to release out of our child's pose, slowly lift the gaze, walk the hands back and towards your knees, and bring yourself into a nice, comfortable seat. And namaste, everybody. Thank you all so much for practicing with me. I hope you are feeling set up for your day. And if you like this video, please give it a like. If you would like to see more like this, please subscribe. Or if you have any suggestions of any other types of videos that you want to see, please comment down below. I always really enjoy reading people's comments. So yeah, thank you all very much. Namaste, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye bye.